Alright, long time no see, guys. So, today, as you can see, Ford Fusion 2018. But we're going to get right to the point on that one sec here, because I'm going to take a seat and talk about this for a minute, because this is interesting. I've never said this about a Ford, ever. You guys probably wondering, what am I talking about? Well, I actually like this Ford. I'm impressed highly by the simple things Ford has put together. And it's really cool. So I'm giving you, brought to you by a few things. One, Turo, not sponsored at all. None of this I'm saying is sponsoring me. I'm just saying this is what I did, and I will tell you another video in a process of how I did this, what I did, all details. I'm just going to get to the meat and potatoes, cut the fat away, show you what matters if you're going to be looking at a 2018 Ford Fusion hybrid, or Ford Fusions in general. I would recommend hybrid, my personal opinion. So, with that said, 2018, I rented this Turo from someone in Sacramento. I got to go return it later, and I drive a lot. I had a Volkswagen, have a Volkswagen, and it's yeah, this thing great on gas. Like, check this out. So this display here, let's see, press OK, tire pressure ratings. It has a lot of cool other features. I'm sorry for the sun glare right now, but boom, right there, 47 miles per gallon. I have a lead foot, people. That says a lot, because I drive a lot. And oh yeah, you know, I always got this somewhere, always in the background, Easter eggs. Here's the inside video, which I'm not even going to mention this about it, except for watch it. So for people who are visually impaired, I'm very sorry, but I have, for the visually impaired to hear, this little mask with money signs on the eyes, and it's like little strings, so it's like a dollar sign, if like an S with two parallel lines going down it, you know, symmetric in the middle on top of the S. Each eye has one of those with, like, it looks like it's, your mouth is stitched up, and it's one of those anonymous masks, which is like just a normal mask that has like a smile on it, and it's all black, blue LED. It's really cool. So for the visually impaired, you guys got that little audio, which I think everybody should at least get some equalist. Or if you're blind, colorblind I mean, then, you know, at least I try to give you some details that you refer to how we defy color and visual. So for anyone who's different, I'm not putting them down or leaving them out, but I do want to include everybody as equally. So yeah, but yeah, this is my one take, and we're gonna do it real fast here. This is your new shifter, guys. Look at this. Okay, like, this is really weird. You have your low, now they have your eco mode, and then you have this here for hill start, order to go, meaning if it's a very steep or slippery incline or decline, you put this in active and it goes with a little bit easier because of this. This, guys, is your e-brake. Like, this lighting is really crappy right now. I don't know why. For some reason, this is just super bad. There we go. So this is your e-brake here, right? So you pull up and it locks it. You push down, it goes off. In emergencies, if you pull up and hold it, or if you pull up on it, it should bring the car to a complete stop. So that's really cool. Also, this is very nice. Bluetooth simple. All go, no touchscreen. This is not a touchscreen, guys, so don't try to touch it. It doesn't work. Oh well. So, it's very base model. It's an SE. I mean, these things look great. So again, SE model. I just want to take a little snap there to reset my hand on holding the camera, but I didn't stop and go. This is still in one fluid motion. I just paused, not stopped the video. You got your trunk button and gas button here, right? Your trunk's up here. Your gas button switch is there. Your mirrors are here, and they give you extra side mirror piece here for adjustable. But that top one is not motorized, as far as I know. So you have to roll the window down and then set it for this little one up there. You know, but it's pretty good. And you guys will see when I do a TikTok on these pickups about that mirror, which was yesterday. I had to take care of business instead of pleasure, even though it's all work for me. But nonetheless, we're going to get ready to roll out of here in a moment. One last thing, the motor. I didn't get to clean the engine bay because, again, it's not my vehicle. But the hybrid motors are very, very interesting. And you know what? While I'm at it, let's pop the trunk. Press that button right up here. Very interesting. Because hybrids, in this sense, by the way, this thing has 2 hood latches. So, I don't know if they're trying to like take off like Teslas or anything, but, you know, it's very interesting. But here's the hybrid motor setup. And this is what I'm not familiar with. Just to be real with you guys, I'm not familiar with this part of the electric because I'm used to the battery. I'm used to just one little battery, not box of them in the back of the bed or in the trunk. But nonetheless, this little 4-cylinder, man, it goes. I mean, it's right here. Look at this. It's a 1.5 or it's a 2.7 or the 3-liter. Then you have the, I mean, look at these. To me, these are small motors. I'm used to bigger motors. Like, my V6 is a 4.3 for freaking sake. So I don't know if you're supposed to just shut it. Because look, you have one latch here. That's where you open it. Is way over here next to the headlight. There's no center latch. But again, I'll tell you, I did try to open this the first time and I looked like a fool. But I didn't record it because I wanted to know at least how to open it. But 2 hood latches, I think we've needed that for years. Let's just do the normal how we do. Solid. Lastly, the trunk space. Because you guys are thinking like, wow, I'm not going to have any room now because there's batteries in the back. Now, actually, Fusions have pretty good space. To be real, I mean, I'm barely able to reach. And I have to have my legs touching the bumper just to reach this back wall. And I can't really hold myself up. My forearm's holding me up for balance. I mean, a bad video, I know. But you heard about it. You know, you know that this thing's... Ford still can hide bodies in their trunks. Like the Continental Lincolns and, you know, even Thunderbirds. Your car battery's right here, by the way, guys. So if you ever need to jump or normal car stuff, read your owner's manual because it does come in handy, especially with any hybrids. So anyone who owns hybrids, read your owner's manual book on how to do certain things. Because even back here, let me reopen it again. Let's see. Rear view camera too, by the way, guys. It's pretty cool setup that they have. Now, what I wanted to show you was this. They have their own air pump, finally. And a funnel. Like, how long did it take for the automotive industry now to, like, realize, hey, we should put, like, air pumps for when they have flats, because not everybody keeps up on their spare tire, first of all. Second of all, and a funnel for if you have oil or if you need to deal with them. It just makes sense that, you know, Ford is actually putting their brains together and doing stuff. And if you guys aren't out there in the automotive industry doing this, start listening to Ford and watching what they're doing. Because they're starting to apply common sense, and that's not common yet. It will be again, guys. It will. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I'm not a Ford guy, but this is really impressed me on there's hope in the auto industry that we aren't just thinking, you know, practical or profit. We're thinking about the end consumer on how we can actually provide them like what they need when they need it instead of just trying to make $1 off of them. And the look of this car is actually not bad. I didn't like the Fusions when they very first came out years ago. Now they're decent. They're not bad to look at when they go down the road. Like, shoot. What was the other one that was bad? Well, the first Ford Fusion, which I think they used as like a Falcon in Australia. or a similar look to them, unless it was the 500, which that disappeared too. The 500 Galaxy, I think they should have brought the Galaxy back and made it more Lincoln. My suggestion. But nonetheless, guys, this is really neat. I dig the freaking Ford Fusion. For one, it doesn't have sophistication, everything, custom this, custom that. The gauges, the simplicity of the center console, its button features. You don't need touchscreen everything. You don't need a big screen. Now, it can. This could have a big, huge Tesla layout. It looks like it would. And that's probably their high-end Platinum Edition. Which, again, this is just even simple. And then I did this for simplicity. Center console, 1. So you can see the scale of things. Pen, cards. So your business cards could fit there, no problem. And then this is the secondary one. Again, all my other keys. But yeah. So, it's not bad. Here's a bottle of water just for scale reference. It's about size. Normal water bottle. So, you can fit things. And again, they thought through on how to do this. Ford, I give you kudos. I think you just did a good one. Also, I just saw a news article or journal about Mercedes' new car that they have, or body style upgrade, and it looks very much like the Fusion. Is Mercedes really going Ford impressions like on their design? I mean, I don't know how to put it in words, but nonetheless, lack of better words here, I think Mercedes is biting off of Ford a little for this next year. And so it's interesting that Mercedes, guys, listen to that. Mercedes is taking some tips from Ford by the end consumer's result. Just saying, I think Ford is getting back in the game on being number one in the global market. Now, the downside about this car, I'll tell you the downside, because I give you all the ups. And usually most people talk about the bads, then they bring you back up. I'm just being real with you. So there's no, the bad is the good, good's bad, and beating you down, knock you back up. Bull, okay? The downside is about this car is you won't really be able to tell how far the front bumper is. No matter how high you go. I have my head hitting this because their seats motorized all the way up there. I pushed all the way forward. I could get a better perspective, but you can't really tell how far your corner ends of your bumper are on the ground unless you have the sensor ability or that package applied. So it does make it difficult when you're at approach a curb or a driveway that has some sort of incline or a dip. And it's not bad. But on my own test of a driveway, it was good. It did what it needed to do safely without scuffing it. If you know how to do a safe way like that and aren't sure of the peripherals and size of the vehicle, it's good, guys. This is a really nice car. And I bet you it's very affordable. And Turo app has them. So if anything, check this out. I'm in normal mode. I'm going to actually, let's stop for a second here. Put it in park. We're going to go eco mode off. Take the hill incline off. Make sure we're actually not worrying about that. And then they have traction control button on here still too, but we're not going to do anything. We're just going to put it in drive, normal, everyday cruise. Motor kicked on because of the batteries. Now it has a cool feature I've noticed, is when you press the brakes, it charges up the batteries. So you guys get to watch this display. Now watch, I'm going to press on the brakes. What the heck is that thing? Do you see it though, guys? Like, that's very neat. I press the brakes again, and then the doop, 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 doop. Let go of the brakes, and then it stops. I think that's just really smart innovations. Very smart, guys. Ford and everyone in the automotive world innovating. You guys are doing it. You're doing it right. You're not doing it wrong. Keep going. like with the air pump stuff, practicality of providing roadside assistance stuff without paying for stupid roadside assistance. You know, even have a reserve somehow, like half a gallon, like make a sophisticated gas jug back there or something that's, you know, strapped down in the back. I mean, of course not near the batteries. Maybe. I mean, again, that's all a different design, but just to have that 1 gallon reserve back there, well, gas gets old too. So never mind, guys. Forget the gas thing. But provide a gas jug still. Providing a gas jug in the back with the spare would be great. And make it 1.5 gallons, please. Please. 1.5 gallons. That'd be awesome. And with that said, guys, this thing is scooting. I mean, it handles good. It has electronic steering. So you notice it when it has coachability over here. Like, right there, look, it tells me about look at that. My charts are all going through the roof because I am the best. Nobody can outdo me on this. Nobody. Gary V, not even you. You want to play some Donkey Kong TikTok? Let's do it. But when it comes to raising a fusions to the roof, nobody can fuck with me. Nobody. Okay, maybe, but not really, unless I see it. But I'll give the mindset of, you know, it's not impossible, it's probable. So we're gonna get on the freeway, do a little takeoff, just so you guys get to see how fast it gets up without. And again, I'm not gonna smash it to the floor. I'm not gonna do heavy. I do wish they had an RPM gauge. I always love RPM gauges, regardless if you're a car person or not. Now, here's the takeoff. Ready? And I'm now at 60, 70 miles an hour, and I'm still seeing my acceleration drop down. But that's just getting on it once, you know. But nonetheless, have a good day, guys. Go enjoy it. This is the one take. And with that said, I'm out like 3 strikes. Go River Cats, Giants. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.